Son of a bitch! Hell is up with you?
Greetings officers and welcome to my review of the MQ-11, Claire's SMG and one of her most prominent weapons in Resident Evil 2 the remake. The MQ-11 is a submachine gun that can be upgraded twice throughout the course of the campaign. It can ultimately hold 50 rounds and has a suppressor that improves its accuracy and prevents the muzzle from rising unexpectedly and violently. It is a very versatile weapon that can dish out tremendous amounts of damage in quick order, and it has some uses that some people don't even know about. A simple presentation of the gun's behavior can be established at any point in the game as soon as you get the upgrades. And here I'm in the lab and I'm gonna just free fire this weapon here without trying to control the recoil at all. Emptying the clip, that is 50 bullets, gives a pretty good idea of how consistent the gun can be. It has a very vertical rise to it when you fire it without controlling it at all, and it can be optimized by putting in a little effort in order to keep it steady. If you fire whilst holding down on your aiming stick, you can pretty much guarantee that all the bullets you're firing will go in the same space. This is very important when you try to DPS an enemy that has tons of health and can be highly aggressive, like lickers and bosses. One thing to be noted about this SMG is that it will take up 2 slots as soon as you find its suppressor. The extended mag will not actually increase the capacity required to carry it, but the suppressor will. You can at any time take out the suppressor and just use the default version of it, but this takes away a lot of its value related to the accuracy and the tactical advantages that the suppressor gives it. It has a very unique quality to it that we're gonna demonstrate later on, and it should never be overlooked, especially if you're playing on hardcore, where the ammo preservation and your approach to every combat scenario will play a huge role in your success or ultimate failure. It should also be noted that the gun has a rather forgiving ammo economy. If you keep a couple boxes of powder around, you can have access to hundreds of rounds for this baby on the fly. As stated before, the DPS of this weapon is something that should not be overlooked. Shooting at the center of mass against a zombie will take it down in approximately 30 bullets, and you can also easily kill tougher enemies by using it. Here you can see that it can destroy a licker in less than a magazine's worth of bullets. That can be done from large distances, relatively safely, and without the need for much accuracy. If you're still not sold on the gun, let me demonstrate its most awesome feature. After attaching the suppressor, the SMG can wreak havoc against lickers by macing up their hearing detection. Here you can see me firing it around the thing, and it's none the wiser to my actual location. Furthermore, you can see that I am shooting this dead zombie here, and the bullets are muffled even further, so the damn thing has no idea where I am. It should be noted that it's not the best of ideas to startle them this way before attacking them, because they will go on alert and they might have a chance to counterattack. To drive this point even further, I'm just gonna sit next to it, right here, and I am going to unload on this zombie body here. In some cases, especially during the police station segment, you will be hard pressed to take out zombies in the presence of lickers during the second run of Claire's scenario. With this baby here, you should have no problem whatsoever, since they will have no chance of actually detecting you whilst you're going about your business. The MQ-11 can also be used effectively against the annoying Ivies. Since it has a high rate of fire, you can just fire a burst in their general direction and you're almost guaranteed to hit one of the bulbs. That will give you enough time to just move past them without the need to waste a grenade from your grenade launcher, or in case of hardcore, a couple of them in order to burn it down. Also, with a bit of concentrated power, you can actually destroy all the bulbs and incapacitate them. They will eventually regenerate their health pool if you leave them there, but they will not pose an immediate threat and you can just go on about solving puzzles and so on and so forth. If you feel like going Rambo on them, you can always just let yourself go, unload, and they will go down like bricks in accordance to what we've gotten used to from this beautiful piece of hardware. Although the gun stock seems to be really light, you can utilize it to fire accurately even whilst moving. Considering how many bullets this thing can hold and its fast reload time, repositioning yourself during a firefight can be a real lifesaver. Against the most mobile of enemies, I have very little trouble in taking them down and making sure I'm out of harm's way whilst using it. That can be said for most of the guns in the game, especially for Leon's shotgun that seemed to be the biggest disappointment for me whilst reviewing it, boosting very low firepower and the need to be very surgical about your headshots. The SMG can be fired continuously over very respectable distances, has a very large capacity, fast reload, and you can damage enemies before they can close the gap and use its very specific and unique tactical advantages to make your life much easier. So this is it guys, my review for the MQ-11. Hope you found it useful and informative. Sub, like and share if you did. I'm covering pretty much everything in Resident Evil 2, the remake. Until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection, people. Cheers.